Hello, my friend. Welcome back to EnglishStoryHub. I'm so happy you're here today. Learning English can sometimes feel difficult, but together, we make it simple and fun. In this episode, we will talk about something very important, something you use every single day, the simple present tense. Don't worry, it sounds basic, but it's not boring. The simple present is like the foundation of a house. Without it, you cannot build your English. With it, you can describe your habits, your routines, your facts, and even your feelings. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk about your daily life in a natural way, and you will also learn new words and expressions to make your English richer. Before we begin, I have a small request. If you enjoy learning with me, please subscribe to EnglishStoryHub, give a like, and share this podcast with your friends. It helps a lot, and it keeps me motivated to create more lessons for you. The simple present tense may look small, but it is the backbone of English. It is the tense that carries your habits, your routines, your truths, and even the way you see the world. Without it, your English is like a song without rhythm. With it, your English flows with clarity and strength. Here is the core formula. Subject plus the base verb. Examples: I play the guitar. You write emails. We travel by bus. But there is one golden rule. With he, she, or it, the verb takes s or es. For instance, she plays the piano. He watches the news every evening. It rains heavily in the winter. That little s may look small, but it is a giant step in fluency. It shows the world that you respect the details. And in language, details create trust. If you forget it, your sentence feels incomplete. But when you use it correctly, your English feels polished, confident, and alive. So keep this simple map in your mind. I-U with 8 base verb. He, she, it verb plus s or es. But don't stop at the formula. The simple present is more than structure. It is perspective. It describes what you do again and again, what is always true, and what you deeply believe. Habits. I wake up at 6 and meditate before breakfast. She reads science articles every weekend. They play basketball twice a week. Facts. The earth rotates on its axis. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. The Amazon rainforest produces oxygen for our planet. Feelings and opinions. I admire people who work hard. He enjoys classical music. She believes that kindness changes the world. When you use the simple present, you are not just speaking grammar. You are telling the story of your life as it is every single day. You are painting a picture of your identity with words. So let me give you this thought. Every time you say, I learn, I grow, I dream, you are not only building English sentences. You are shaping the way the world sees you and the way you see yourself. Let's bring the simple present into real life. Imagine a normal morning. You wake up, the sun rises, and the day begins. You can describe it all in English. For example, I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth. I drink a glass of water. These are simple actions, but together they form your routine. Now let's expand. Many people say, I exercise in the morning. She goes jogging in the park. He practices yoga for 20 minutes. These sentences not only show habits, they also add vocabulary that makes your English richer. Jogging, yoga, exercise. What about study or work? You might say, I read a book every night before bed. I study English after school. He writes emails every morning. She teaches mathematics at a high school. Notice how this tense is perfect for describing repeated actions, the things that give rhythm to your day. And don't forget your interests. We can say, I listen to music when I cook. She watches documentaries on weekends. He plays the guitar in his free time. They visit art galleries whenever they can. These examples connect grammar to culture, hobbies, and lifestyle. Think about this. When you use the simple present, you are not just saying, I do something. You are inviting people into your world. They can see your mornings, your evenings, your passions. Your grammar becomes a story. So let me ask you, what do you usually do every day? Do you read the news online? Do you drink tea or coffee? Do you practice a hobby? Every answer you give is a chance to practice the simple present, and every sentence makes your English more alive. Now, let's make your English even more colorful. The simple present is not only about what you do, but also about how often you do it. For that, we use frequency adverbs. Always, usually, often, sometimes, never. Here's the secret. These words go before the main verb. Listen carefully. I always wake up early. She usually drinks green tea in the morning. He often plays chess with his friends. We sometimes watch movies on Friday nights. They never eat fast food. Each word adds rhythm, personality, and truth to your sentence. Think about the difference. If you say, I read books, it's a simple fact. But if you say, I often read books before bed, suddenly we can imagine your life more clearly. We see the habit, not just the action. Let's look closer. Always means 100% of the time. Example, the sun always rises in the east. A fact of life. Usually means most of the time. Example, I usually take the bus to work. Not always, but almost every day. Often means many times. Example, he often calls his parents on weekends. Sometimes means not regular, but not rare. Example, she sometimes eats pizza for dinner. Never means zero. Example, I never smoke. Strong, clear, powerful. These adverbs are not just grammar tools, they are story builders. They let people know how consistent you are, what you prefer, and what makes you different. Let me inspire you. Every time you say, I always study English in the evening, you are not just talking, you are affirming your discipline. Every time you say, I never give up, you are not just practicing grammar, you are declaring your values. So here's my challenge for you. Think of 3 sentences about your real life. 1 with always, 1 with usually, and 1 with never. Speak them out loud. Write them down. These small words can transform your English from plain to powerful. Now it's time to practice together. Don't just listen, speak with me. Imagine we are having a conversation. Answer my questions out loud, even if you are alone. Speaking to yourself is still real practice. First question, what time do you usually wake up? Take a second. Maybe you say, I wake up at 6. Or, I usually wake up at 7:30. Both are correct. Both are your English. Next, do you drink coffee in the morning? You can answer, yes, I drink coffee every morning. Or, no, I never drink coffee, I prefer tea. Notice how the simple present helps you show habits and preferences. Here's another one. How often do you read books? Try, I often read before bed. Or, I sometimes read when I have free time. Every answer is a reflection of your lifestyle. Now let's talk about hobbies. What do you usually do on weekends? Maybe, I play football with my friends. Or, I watch movies with my family. You can even expand. I usually go hiking because nature gives me energy. One more. Do you study English every day? I hope you say, yes, I always study English in the evening. And if not, you can say, I sometimes study, but I want to do more. Both are honest and both are English. See how natural it feels? These simple questions and answers are not just grammar drills. They are pieces of your real life, expressed in English. Every sentence you speak is a step forward, a small victory on your journey. Imagine David, a university student in Berlin. His life is full of small habits, but each one carries big meaning. Every morning, he takes a cold shower. He believes it wakes not only his body, but also his spirit. He eats a quick breakfast and always carries a notebook because, as he says, ideas come anytime, and I don't want to lose them. David studies computer science, but learning is more than lectures for him. He dives into projects, explores online courses, and spends hours in the library. He doesn't just study for grades. He studies because knowledge excites him. After class, he trains at the gym. He lifts weights, runs, and listens to podcasts. For him, exercise is not just physical strength. It is discipline. It is consistency. It is character. In the evening, he meets his friends at a cafe. They share ideas, play chess, and sometimes dream about the future. English is part of this dream. He practices it with exchange students because he knows language connects him to the world. And before sleep, he writes. Just a few sentences, a short blog, but it is his way to reflect, to grow, to capture the day. Even when he is tired, he never skips this ritual. This is David's routine, told in the simple present. But look deeper. It is not only grammar. It is a mirror of his discipline, his dreams, his journey. And here is the truth. When you use the simple present, you are not just learning English. You are learning to express your life, your values, and your story. Let's breathe in what we've just discovered. The simple present tense is not small. It is the heartbeat of English. Structure. Subject plus the base verb. With he, she, it, carry the s or es like a badge of precision. This tense is your compass for routines, for truths, for the values you live by. It is the voice of the present, the language of your identity. Say it with me. I rise. I learn. I act. I believe. These are not only words, they are commitments. Every sentence is a brick, and together they build the house of your future. The simple present gives you power because it is steady, reliable, unshaken. It is the way you say to the world, this is who I am. This is what I do. This is what I stand for. So here's your challenge. Don't whisper it, declare it. Don't just practice, embody it. Speak in the simple present with pride, because every line you say is not just English. It is the story of your life in motion. And remember, great change is never about one big step. It is about small steps repeated every single day. That is the spirit of the simple present. And now, my friend, pause for a moment and feel proud of yourself. You have walked through the simple present, step by step, and you didn't just learn grammar. You learned how to tell your life in English. But this is only the beginning. Your journey continues. Every sentence you speak, every word you practice, is proof that you are moving forward. Remember this. Consistency creates confidence, and confidence creates change. So here's my call to you. Like this episode if it has given you value. Write one sentence about your own routine in the comments. I can't wait to see your English shine. And subscribe to English Story Hub, because your support is the energy that keeps this channel alive. And don't go too far. In the next episode, we dive into something equally powerful, the present continuous tense. You will learn how to describe actions happening right now, in this very moment, and your English will become even more alive. So stay with me, keep practicing, and remember, your voice matters, your story matters, and your English is growing every single day. Thank you for being here. I am proud of you, and I cannot wait to meet you again in the next episode.